Today I'm building a treehouse in Bloxburg. So when I was younger, we had this neighbor who had an epic treehouse. I really wanted it. And also, a lot of you guys have been commenting, asking me to build a treehouse. So I thought the stars are sort of aligning here for me to build a treehouse. Also, just before we get into this build, thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my second channel, guys. If you didn't know, I'm playing some other Roblox games over there. So link at the top of the description, go subscribe. And so we'll name the plot Trunk House because trunks are on trees, right? Anyways, let's get building. All right, so to begin with, let's go into garden and pop in trees. So these are our contenders. Contestants. And I think we could actually use a mixture of all of them. And also, look how big some of them can go. Like, woo! And we are going to be basing it off my friend's one. And his name was David. We all loved David's treehouse. If I remember correctly, it was kind of like this. And it had the doorway here. And this was like a bay window. So it sort of came out like that. And the coolest thing about the treehouse was it had a bathroom. And I think it may have had 2 stories. I do have vague memories of like some sort of upstairs bit. I mean, I might just add one anyway. We can always get rid of it in the end. We might just have it as a void room. Notice how the roof's just going through. Ooh, I'm liking this. So the other iconic thing about his treehouse was the balcony. And now I very, very vividly remember this because it went all the way around this side part here. And it actually came out quite close to the front. And imagine if David's watching this video right now. Hi, David. Do you know what, guys? Everyone in the comments, say hi to David. And if he's watching this, I mean, I don't think he will, but I haven't spoke to him in years. But, well, I have built that high. Is that on the 1st or 2nd floor? Did build that? Why did I build that so blimmin' high? I'm so high. I think we might have to make a mountain. Wow. When the video is more than you thought. Apparently Bloxburg just decided to throw me out while I was giving you the best building tutorial of your lives. So yeah, as I was saying, just literally scatter it around like it's nobody's business. Then you resize it, ideally all the way up, and you can also push it in a little bit if you're feeling fancy. I suppose this is sort of adding to the atmosphere. Let's look on the positive side. And why am I talking like Kourtney Kardashian? Oh my god! So, oh yeah, what was my point? The tree. That was my point. The tree, it was like an awesome tree that went through the side. Oh my gosh, that looks really good though. It kind of looks like it's supporting it, doesn't it? We'll grab our good old organic trees. We'll do another one poking through this side. And I guess here's where we just waste all our money on a bunch of other trees. And okay, I will admit, David's treehouse was sick, but it was not built in a forest. This is a little bit more of my own creativeness coming in here. That is basically a little forest. I mean, we're definitely gonna have to add some sort of stilts or something. I'm gonna use the, what was that even called? I don't know what this is called, but we're using it. We're not gonna make it that fat, but we're gonna make it very tall. So we're almost gonna have like an overhang balcony. When the treehouse is more bougie than your real life house, guys. This looks like an actual house.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
It almost looks like a horror house, but I don't want to get into that. You guys on the second channel have been making me play so many horror games. Oh my gosh, I've been having nightmares outdoors and other horror games that I may or may not have played coming soon. And what I've tried to do on here is make like a little baby forest. I mean, I don't know if it looks good or bad, but we're gonna put stairs here anyway. Since I decided to apparently place my treehouse upon Mount Everest, we are going to also have to add like a staircase underneath here. I don't even know how I'm gonna get it there, to be honest with you. In the end, I just settled for this basic wooden one, which I extended out a little bit. And then we can use this roof to sort of make a little pathway almost. Maybe we're role-playing with bridges, or maybe Reese's just can't build. Either way, we've put it in now, and I actually really adore that wooden colour. I think we're going to use that for everything. Now we've got to really think, like, more wood. And look at us, guys. We're actually being really good civilians here. Look at all this wood and these trees we're adding to the atmosphere. And I've actually intentionally done it rickety here, like, and a little bit off even. I actually think it looks better. The other thing I think that might be throwing me off is the fact that all of these trees are coloured default. And if there's one thing I cannot stand, it's default coloured trees in Bloxburg. Oh yeah, I feel like I need to get my scout hat out, put some like badges on. This is beautiful. What a thumbnail this is gonna be, guys. And now we need to decide for the walls. I guess we're gonna do it as if it was like a cabin, like some logs. Look at this. And I'm sorry, linen haters, if there's any linen haters watching this. But I can't use pinecone again. It will clash. Treehouse, glorious treehouse. So I feel like the idea of Dave's treehouse gone out the window now. I will admit, his treehouse was cool, but it wasn't this. This is next level. I will add a jacuzzi. Maybe this is like the parents' little treat up in the treehouse. And then I guess we can add some of these like Twilight looking candles. But yeah, this doesn't have to look neat at all. It just has to look cute. Also, should we just have some string lights all the way along the front? Yes. Back into this, I guess we should make it actually looking like a hot tub kind of colour. And then these kind of looks like a stack of towels, right? Now that's a very old building hack, but still a good one. And then out the front of this window, let's have like a swing chair, something like really epic. Oh my god, this looks amazing. Next up, the front door. We ain't gonna have no secure door, do you know what I mean? It's a tree house, so I'm thinking honestly a front door like that. And for the windows, I suppose we should use the iconic like traditional windows as if you're living in like the suburbs, like your dream house. Now I guess we should go into babies and kids and start adding some more of these kinds of items. So firstly, bean bags. We'll obviously have a couple of bean bags out here so you can chill with the adults. I'm gonna hide a little bowl of sweets, and I know it's for Halloween, guys, but we're just gonna ignore that, okay? And now we can go inside. So we do have a little bit of pokey-any bits, but that's all Gucci in my eyes because in real life you'd actually have this. Rightio then, for the floor, we're going to do not just wooden planks, guys. You're about to have your absolute eyeballs blasted off. I'm going to layer this wood, not with itself, which I may or may not have just failed at, but with logs. Do not tell me that's not the best combo you've ever seen. This is sending me right back to my childhood with Dave. And we had a little squad, guys. We were called the Mellow Fluffs. Think of a better name, yeah? There isn't one. And I think on here, I'm actually going to add a sliding door for the bathroom. I feel like it just adds that rustic tone. So the window I'm about to use is the bay window. You guys haven't seen me use that in about 50 years, but seriously, it has been ages. And then to match this, normally I would never use these because they're so basic and bare. But since it is a treehouse and since it does match our bay window, I thought, why not add a couple of these? As you walk in then, we're going to get out some cubbies. And this is first of all going to be filled with all really the toys and stuff that you're going to be playing with. And then we can just sort of back them up like that. This way, we can then have a coat stand and a coat rack. This will make mom very happy. Who else is mom if you just walk home and put like your coat on the floor? They go, no, hang it up. We'll make some big, some small, because obviously it's a kid's tree house, so some will be smaller. Oh, that's absolutely magnificent. And I think I actually did a solid job at covering that trees up. But there's just one final ingredient into my tree covering potion, and that is these books. Why'd I go northern then? And then I am gonna add some baby toys, because maybe the baby might want to come play in here. And you guys love a speed cubby fill. And this is literally what dreams are made of when you're 5. And we'll finish it off with a platypus. I love this. Now we've got this cute little entryway in. As you walk through here, I think we should have maybe a chill out sofa. So maybe when you're a little bit older, like teenagers, you can just come in here and like chill away from the adults. And sorry, it's taken about 50 years to find the right edge. There we go. We'll also add some maybe cozy pillows on here. This is gorgeous. And I guess we'll add a coffee table. And I'm just going to add like this cheap industrial one. I feel like this is what teenagers would have. Add some fitness magazines. Everyone, it's all about fitness these days, isn't it? Who's at the gym? Does it matter? No, just go eat a burger. Also, I've just had the genius stroke in my mind. Vines. Why haven't I added vines? Stunning. I think we could do with, yeah, just a little bit of pillarage on the sides. Back inside. Getting through this quick. So in this part here, I think we should have a tea party. So we of course already have babies and kids tables, and this is definitely going to be for the younger ones. So what I'm thinking is we can have like a kitchen over here. So the first step of the tea party is like cooking up your meal. Like you got to practice these cooking skills from a young age, guys, if you want to be Gordon Ramsay.
Get out of the way.
And then maybe here we can just have like a little shelf. Oh, look at that ombre. And it's going to be a very royal tea party. The King of England apparently is coming for tea. That is absolutely gorgeous. I feel like we should position it a little bit better. And then over here, of course, we've got our little seating bit. I suppose we should just replace the pillows, really. And I guess we should also put some curtains. This just gets better and better. So we'll have some normal dual curtains. And then I've paired them with some of these ones that have like little ridges in them. This is giving like King Henry VIII.
I'm Henry VIII, I had 6 sorry wives.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that sounds really weird, but like these Tudor style windows almost. Okay, I thought we might be able to make like a little fort or something under here.
Eureka! That's it!
maybe we can with blankets. We'll start off by just having a bunch of these blankets on the floor, and we'll lift them up so that they're not like poking through the bottom. And on this, we'll put some pillows, a little mini one in there, a little square, kind of looks like a suite. And then to make a fort, how are we meant to do that? Let's just scroll through decorations. If in doubt, scroll through decorations and you'll find something. Oh, that is far too big of a canopy. Although, can we resize it? What did I say to you? If you look long enough and hard enough, you'll find something that works. I've pretty much put everything in. Like, we don't want to overcrowd the space. All we have is little David's toilet. It did have a window, and the window I very specifically remember was here because whenever you went to the toilet, everyone would like climb the tree around the side and like bang on the window. And that also reminds me, there was a little curtain in there because I used to shut it every time, like, get away. And this was a room, like his mum actually properly renovated this. So it actually had a green feature wall, but it had like proper everything in here. So it had a sink, and I actually think it had a shower in the corner. As I say, the mum, I think she wanted to make the house, because they were obviously moving, she wanted to say it was like 3 bathrooms or something. And as with all bathrooms in Bloxburg, the only thing you can really do with it is go into the bathroom category. And we'll add a cute little soap here. Oh, that's very realistic. And surely we can fit a shelf up here as well. Yes, we can. As I said, it was completely renovated in here. I think the floor even had a little white and black marble. That is our treehouse. That came to a very abrupt end.
It's over.
So chicken noodle pies, here we are outside of the treehouse. It's obviously smaller than a typical build because it is a little treehouse, but I think we've made up for it in the nature. It values at 150,000. That's left me speechless. I mean, imagine paying that in real life for your kid's treehouse. You've got to be Kim Kardashian West.
Hi, I'm Kim Kardashian West.
But in Bloxburg, that's not actually too bad. So as we make our way up the stairs, which, by the way, I'm loving this, although a little bit of an oopsie-daisy there, we then have our little mini forest, we have all of our trees, and then we climb up the ladder. So the outside is sort of for adults and kids both. So for the kids, you chill over here, and over here is where, like, maybe your parents and you could have, like, a play date. So the parents could go in the jacuzzi, and then the kids could go play in the treehouse. Oh, this is so relaxing. I feel like I could just slip off into the distance. You don't realise how big this is until you zoom out. Anyway, let's actually unlock the door. And here we are inside. So this is obviously very, very different to anything I've normally built on the channel, which is why I loved it. So we have all of our toys to the side here. My favorite one being this cat, a little Cheshire cat. And we can play on our little rocking horse. I'm too old. Wow, Bloxburg, shaming me, are we? Here is for like the teenagers. So maybe if you're actually out here with your family, like the older kids could sit here and then the younger ones could go play tea party. But I do actually really like this sofa area, and it doesn't really feel bad that the trees are sticking in. It kind of feels good. Here is where you can have dinner, and it's very, very royal. Now, I am with myself, so I've sort of just got to switch between seats. That is very, very sad, actually. We then have our little seating bit with blankets. So you can do a little bit of dance party in here, pillow fight, or you can be a little bit more classy and, oh, okay, is this time out? I didn't mean to close these. You can be a bit more classy and sit on the window. If you've eaten a little bit too many of those candy snacks, we can go into our renovated bathroom. Whoa! If I open that, look how cool this looks. So you can shower in here. That's the coolest thing to me. You can go to the toilet, or you can get a water balloon and have a water balloon fight. Yes! So that was me building a treehouse in Bloxburg. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.